awareness of open source in India, but it's just limited to a few cities, say like metropolitan cities, you can say that. And for example, in last year or before last year, I think, in Pune itself, every time we used to do events in SISCR, which is the college that hosts Unify. So at another point, we tried to host event in another college within Pune region. So everything was fixed. The event was fixed. Speakers was fixed, and everything. So we made banners and everything. So suddenly the college management started getting some doubt. So why the students are doing this event, and we have very good sign up count, right? Like 100, 200 people sign up, right? So they thought we were collecting tickets from the audience, and they said you need to pay for the venue because we are giving you the venue for free. So you are charging tickets from the audience, and we can't give you for free at the last minute. So suddenly we had to shift in the last minute to SIS. Okay. So it's like not every college has this knowledge of open source, because all the open source events are like free, right? Free for everyone to attend. So they think that doing events and hosting events, by hosting events we get money. So that is also another thing.
And another problem is, from outside it might seem we have several open source communities. Actually that's true. But in most of the open source meetups you will get to see the same faces.
Almost.
I mean, they are the same people who are in Wikipedia team as well, who are in Drupal community as well, who are attending PyCon as well.
So it overlaps and being the same guys, or at least...
Kind of. I mean, at least I get to meet the same kind of people, same faces.
I personally I encountered that in Faujotayan and in FatCon and in Wikimedia meetup. I saw same guys, almost 3 or 4 guys.
It just seems that there are so many open source people, but ultimately it's maybe 50 people who are spread across all the communities.
So what is the next thing?
Coordination. I mean, it's almost.
I think the coordination between FOSS communities is already discussed by Nepal community and other communities. Project-wise mentoring. So this is also being discussed, but we have not come to any conclusion on that, right? So maybe we can, as of now, we can identify a few areas and try to have people who can help with that. Also, like Genkan, I said, they're like stewards for each project. So that is one that is the best approach to get involved in the project in a more serious way. So you can, if you are interested in Eltenen, you can directly talk to Eltenen stewards, and they'll be very much happy to help with things. And the second thing is, if you are like more comfortable talking to like the other neighborhood community members, then also we can work on having a more formalized mentoring process that we can use across South Asia at least. So in India, so one thing we found in India was, say like people are interested in one particular project, but they want some contact person to have some people have like some simple questions, right? So they don't want to ask every time, say like some question, sending an email to someone at Mozilla, working at Mozilla and asking things. So they want someone who is available like almost every time on, say like Gtalk or something. So that might help. In that case, the local mentors or the local community members can be helpful, I think. So, what are the areas that you think you might
as a project?
As a project, what are the projects that you think?
Almost all.
Almost all.
Yeah, we are.
Do you have the link to our community? Yeah, okay. So, for example, we can have something like this, say like in terms of localization, we can have a couple of them who can step forward and say that I'm ready to help with people from this region, South Asia region, who want to learn more things. For example, Khuda, I think, helped with one of the Mozilla rep from India, Faisal. So Faisal is like one of the Mozilla rep from India who was very much interested to do localization of Firefox in Urdu, but he did not find anyone from within India, so he got guidance from Huda. So that is one example that we can take as an example. And the second thing, like regarding the Firefox OS, because we already did some events in, say, like India, maybe the people who worked on India can help with the other regions regarding the hosting Firefox OS, hackathons, etc. Other area is like marketing. So marketing is in general how you create your identity as a community. It's like how you build. It's almost like community building. At the same time, how do you maintain create the value for your own community? So that is one area we identified. Next is WebMaker. For WebMaker, we had like Gautam Raj and another person is Sayak Sarkar. So Sayak is like another Mozilla rep who was like very actively involved with WebMaker, and now as of now he's interning with Mozilla on the same project. So, and another areas, what do we have? Add-on development and system admin or other development related. We have Dev, Shenka is another guy, and we have Saurabh Anand. Also, as of now, we have like 4 code developers. I mean, who are into like code, who contribute to Mozilla Central, I think. So they are we assign them as a mentor who want to get into development part. So here maybe we can just categorize. Maybe we can either come up with new project areas, or we can go with these areas and try to see if we can fit more people into that.
What about quality assurance?
QA. Swarna. Swarna is the guy like we were talking about, right? The young guy who is helping with. Yeah. So he's helping with QA.
Sumo Michael.
Sumo is one thing.
Michael.
MDN, Mozilla Developer Network. Sorry?
MD. David and Michael.
And about graphics and designers?
So before sorry?
Graphic designers, artworks?
Yeah, for artwork we have created designer, and for that as of now we have Deb as mentor.
If I get someone else.
So until before we get someone who is into designing things, until then he'll be like who can help with the.
I think one problem what he faced is we did localizing, but we have a problem for review. Reviewing the.
Reviewing was
Because we can't review that thing. We need actual good Nepali people. Nepali domain people actually. This is not about, this is about the expert of Nepali language. So how we can enroll them to contribute?
Okay, so that might be interesting. So that might come with this cross-community collaboration. Say like Wikipedia already has some language expert who is contributing to Wikipedia.
So yesterday
It's
One
about
guy-
reviewing it, the Firefox.
Yes, localize and reviewing the localize.
Yesterday I met a guy.
Balkrishna?
Balkrishna.
He's from Pan Project.
Yeah.
So those people are actually.
Actually, it's very hard to get time of him.
Actually, they've done a lot of the work and it's available on pan localization. They've got Nepali terminology done, and they've got Monkey Translator. I was mentioning that I can show you where most of the work is documented. So even if you cannot get them to, I think they'd be willing to help you out otherwise as well. But I can actually show you where everything.
Actually, this is just example of one person because we have a lot of person like him, but we are always fail to enroll them to our community.
Shall I share my experience?
Okay,
So,
sure.
when in 2007, actually, no, during the 2007 and 8, the similar Firefox release. So at that time, actually, I contacted some government employees. It's me. They just installed the local version and they just keep using it. What I ask is, I didn't ask them to just go over the screen, whatever the error messages, whatever the stuff within a day. Just ask them to use it for some time. So whenever they are finding any grammatical error or anything, just take a screenshot and send it to me. That's it. So I didn't ask them to file a bug or anything. So then I did the rest of the stuff. And again, I have been in touch with some language guys, just my friends, but they are putting Sinhala language, better than me. And even there is one guy he was anonymous for several years, and he's the guy, he is 5 years. So he's always just hiding, but he's helping us. So there are some guys. So that's what I did today. Even whenever I'm just looking at few blogs. So if I find if someone is writing nice poems or anything, if someone is into more literacy. So I have this class. There is something, and it's about our language. Okay. Then would you like to contribute? Just give a feedback. That's it.
Yeah, and those professionals, they don't. I wouldn't say they don't actually. They can't manage their time for us because they have their own errands to take care of. Our job is a volunteering job. Our work is, they won't have any personal benefits on that, like monetary benefits on that. So they may not get interested in our how to make them.
So I don't know much about localization, how much mentoring, one-on-one mentoring is needed, but I don't think it's that hard. Do you need constant mentoring for the localization?
You need one-to-one mentoring.
But we generally have some organization or someone who is looking after one language, right? I know for Bengali we have that Ankur in the group, and then there's someone who can always guide you, and we finish our file, we give it to someone to just review it and stuff like that. For Bengali it works that way, I'm not sure.
But it is actually not working in all the cases, because in case of Tamil, there are only few contributors who contribute to LTM.
And one more thing I did, actually after some time I had a problem with finding new words. Okay, so what I did, I created a naming list called Sinhala LTN. I just add whatever the big guys from each, different projects, even those who developing Android apps or whatever. So even guys from that Pan project. So then it's for my usage because I had a need. But after some time, even other people started sending mail. So you can just do it.
Actually, I was in touch with Jeff Beatty, who takes care of LTN. What he suggests is try to create a glossary for almost all the words, and then share it among the contributors, so it will be easy for the newcomers to get started.
Where is universal?
The Nepali dictionary glossary is available on the. I'll show it to you.
Yeah, we have that dictionary. I've said that with almost all.
But even then, that won't solve the problem, right?
Solve the problems.
The person who is starting localization and it's completely new to it, just having a glossary or a dictionary won't solve the problem.
They have to make
I
all
mean
the sense of the strings.
Maybe
for that we always have Google Translate. That won't
maybe one-to-one mentoring is not possible, but they would actually be glad to help you out with reviewing what you have done.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, you just send an email, expect them to reply within a couple of days or so. So don't expect them to spoon feed you, but you can obviously expect them to help you with things that you find difficult.
Localization sprints are actually a great idea. When we have a group of people sitting together, even not maybe a virtual one, when we have a group of people sitting together and working on something, everyone takes up a different file and then you solve maybe a few number of strings, share it over the same whatever ISE you're using or whatever you're using for the virtual localization sprint. Just share it so there are other people, maybe someone over there will be an experienced one who can just write over there. Suggesting there would be like everyone present in the IRC chat will exactly come to know what are the ways or the proper jargons to be used and stuff like that. So it's easier than one-to-one mentoring, right? I mean, just one reply or one thread helps a set of people. That way it can be done.
Asking for a reviewer role is good, because when I was involved in multiple projects, it was difficult for me to get in as a translator. But if somebody asked me to just join them and help them review things, I would actually join them. So with your LTK people, you can maybe ask them to nominate somebody to review your work. So that will be easier for them to do.
Actually, we have tried to do that, but still we haven't had any success. We have tried to, for LTK, some of the LTK members, we have requested them. They will say yes, they won't say no, but still they can't manage their time.
Because they are also looking for localization of Chrome. So Parvin sir is also looking for the Google and also for Mozilla. It is not possible to give time as much as we expected.
Yeah, maybe, reviewing all the files will be difficult. They can have something like a sample template or just,
maybe just try it. You need to make the job as easy as possible. So you need to think how you can.
The problem is it's completely new for them. Once we have at least 5 people who have worked on it previously, those 5 can help the next 5 and then gradually it will go.
So what, maybe I don't know how this can work, but maybe what we can do is plan for say Nepal communities. We can invite someone from Mozilla localization, who's involved in Mozilla localization, and have a workshop so they can teach you with all the tools and all the necessary things. Maybe like someone like Arki or maybe Pike, maybe they can come along and actually Arki was supposed to come, but he could not join us after this event. So maybe in future, maybe at some event, we will plan for a proper workshop just to focus on localization. So I think that.
I think the LTNet team is very interested in the outcomes of this meeting here, and if the outcomes are good, and obviously I think that they are, they might also be interested in holding South Asia LTNet meeting later this year. So we could gather all, because there's so many localizations in South Asia, that might be a valuable opportunity.
And about localization 1.0, we have completed the localization of B2G, but still we haven't had any chance to preview it. When I tried to contact Stas and others, they gave all, we need to make our own B2G environment and do all the stuff, which was really difficult for us. So if some of those stuffs can be done by L10 team, or the cloning of Git and etc. was really difficult because of our bandwidth and etc. So if the L10 team or others can note that point and help for country like ours.
So is the bandwidth almost the same everywhere? Like even in colleges, even with the
No, there is range of bandwidth.
In some places they are good. Generally in our private internet,
We can individually we can take bandwidth more than 256 kb.
okay.
Individually, for company we can take, but there is also a limit. The government has restrict on these things.
What is the highest limit?
I think 5 Mbps. 5 Mbps.
So like Ken suggested, maybe if you could find a community space, you can rent for during the sprint time, you can rent a very good internet speed for that month, or maybe like till you can complete the locale, you can have a better internet connectivity for that month. Maybe Mozilla can help with the internet payment, and then you can look into that opportunity. If you could find a space where you can do a hack online, like a group sprint for the localization. For Gautam Raj, for example, I'll tell you, for Gautam Raj, like he comes from a remote village, there is no internet or anything, there is no private services also. So what we did was, there is something called dongle, right?
Yes.
So he used a dongle and he used to use his own laptop to teach webmaker tools to school students and the locals in his village. So that is like one opportunity that you can look into.
Challenge that will actually challenge to turn into an opportunity.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
You want to show this one?
So what? So yeah.
You can take the projector cable.
Who's next?
We have like two more
Okay.
things to discuss. And so in the recent community meetup, what we did was we created various task forces, like almost like you can say like mentors who can help with the project. So we had website task force who will be working, whose whole responsibility is to work on creating like maintaining the website, creating the website modules, etc. And then we have social media task force, online events. Okay. So for Rumors, we have Priyanka and Khan Sara, Komal Gandhi. They are like the female contributors, women contributors from India. So what their responsibilities? For example, someone who like some women want to get involved with Mozilla community, regional community, they will be the people who will be guiding them to get started with this. And then we have marketing task force. We also thought of legal and patents task force, just in case as we grow as a community we get into too many things, right? So just if someone can advise on things like swags, budget, and some Creative Commons related things, supply chain, etc. And then we had human resources task force, logistics, PR. PR is also a very good thing that you may want to look into, because for events or to grow as a community, to have a community presence, you might need help of PR, local PR, and have a, like whenever there are like events like this, or maybe whenever you do outreach events like hackathons, you can just ask them to write a small article about Mozilla Nepal hosting this particular event at this particular time. That is one thing. So this actually helps to get good contributors. So if you have, say, like if you are able to get a press coverage for a particular event, that actually you can use it as a excuse to get new contributors, or you can say experienced contributors. Like they themselves will start coming to you. I mean, once they see that you are doing these things, they'll see, okay, these guys are doing very good work. Let's try help with them. That is one thing. So social media task force. Yeah, these are the few things that we try to categorize. Maybe we can extend this to not just to like one region, but the whole Southeast Asia region. So maybe we'll start with the website task force. Who is into like website building, maintaining? Just raise your hands. We'll just hide it here, and later we'll just Avinash? Oh, yes, sir. They say V, they say V. Who is active in social media? Facebook, lot of Facebooks, lot of tweeting. Also, this is for Bangladesh and Sri Lanka also, guys.
Oh, then
This is for everyone. I mean,
what? Then write my name beside website.
Is the same pad? Vinny, is it the same pad?
yeah.
So maybe we can copy that portion to a new pad or like South Asian, because this is
No,
the activities.
As of now, we will just continue, and later we'll create a new pad and share an email with everyone.
You just go up.
This is the starting.
Oh, effective.
No, that is a different discussion.
Social media?
Website. Put me in the social media.
Robin Mehdi for website.
Robin is first name, right?
Yeah.
What's the website plans for?
Development, maintenance.
Development, maintenance,